Good morning everyone, it's Chandrakala here, and today we will start next topic of our chapter work, energy and power, that is different forms of energy. This is a theoretical portion and we have studied about it in lower classes also. So the first form of energy given is solar energy. We know that energy obtained from sunlight is known as solar energy. In last class we have studied about solar power plant. So some terms are given here too related with that particular topic. Solar cells, solar panel and solar furnace. So solar cells are the cells which convert sunlight into electrical energy. This we know that solar cells convert sunlight into electrical energy. They are made up of semiconductors just like silicon, and their efficiency is very low. That means the amount of electricity produced is very less, whereas its establishment cost is very high. That means since it is made up of semiconductors, so it's very costly initially to establish a solar power plant or solar panel. But still, in the areas where the direct transfer of electricity is not possible through cables, for example in mountain areas or in hilly areas or some far away places, there solar energy is still the best option. And solar panel, actually when many solar cells are arranged together so that we can get sufficient amount of electricity, that arrangement of solar cells is known as solar panel. And next one is solar furnace. We know that the sunlight falling on the earth is not uniform. That means if we want to produce sufficient amount of electricity, then we will need to concentrate the sunlight at one point. So the arrangement where one conversing mirror is placed, we know that concave mirror is the conversing mirror. So if we will place a concave mirror, then that concave mirror will concentrate all the sun rays falling on it at one point where we have filled water. That means we know that for a concave mirror the sun will be considered at infinity, and if the lights will come parallel to each other, then after striking with the mirror they will concentrate at focus. This we have studied in the last class. So here we used concave mirror as a conversing mirror, and then these light rays are concentrated on water. That water can be filled in black colored pipelines because black color is the good absorber of heat. That means all the radiations which will fall on those pipelines, it will absorb that. So otherwise commonly also we can fill water in something and then we can make these rays to concentrate on that water such that the temperature of water will increase up to boiling point of water, and the water will be converted into steam, and that steam is used to rotate turbine, and with the help of generator this kinetic energy will be converted into electricity. This is actually the working of a solar power plant. That means the hot water, the steam flowing with a high speed is made to fall on turbine. Actually turbine can be just like your fan, blades of the fan, so that when the fast moving steam or fast moving air or fast moving water is made to fall on the blades, then it will start rotating. Or it can simply have this type of structure which can be rotated. That means when the water or a high speed air will be made to fall on it, then it will start rotating. Rotating means here we are talking about rotational kinetic energy, and that kinetic energy will rotate the armature of generator. And we know that electric generator is a device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. That means with the help of generator we can produce electricity. So here what we are using mechanical energy. See, mechanical energy can be of two types. types. One is potential energy and one is kinetic energy. But here we will use kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy, because we know that potential energy cannot be used in any other form than kinetic energy. So ultimately we have to convert, if we are having potential energy, then also we have to convert it into kinetic energy. So here the rotational kinetic energy will be converted into electrical energy with the help of electric generator. So this is the function of generator that we know. Basically, in an electric generator, magnetic field is provided. See, we have three terms. First is electric field, that means electricity, and second one is magnetic field, that means magnets, magnetic field, and third one is force or torque. Actually, torque means when the force is applied and the object is doing rotational motion, that is known as torque. Okay, so there are three things. If any two of these are available, then we can produce third one. Okay, so here in an electric generator, we are having a magnetic field and we have kept one armature here, that means to apply the force. We will put one armature here. We will give magnetic field and we will give force or torque. That means we are giving rotational kinetic energy, and rotation means torque. If the object is moving in the circular path, that is known as torque. So here we are giving force and magnetic field. That means we will get electric field. This is a simple diagram of electric generator. We will read about it in detail in electromagnetism. Right now we have to remember, in the solar energy, the sunlight is concentrated on the water, and then when the water reaches to the boiling point, then it converted into steam. Then steam is used to rotate the turbine, and turbine rotates the armature of the generator, and then generator produce electricity. So this is about basic things about the solar energy. Second is heat energy. That means we know that burning of something gives heat. So it can be the burning of wood or it can be the burning of candle. All these gives heat energy and light energy. And the next one is light energy. Light energy means the energy under which the things becomes visible. That means we can see the objects. That is known as light energy. So you can consider sun also give us light energy. A burning candle or lighted candle also give us light energy. Glowing bulb, all these are examples of light energy. And the next one is chemical energy or fuel energy. We know that, as the name is indicating, fuel means the energy obtained from fossil fuels, for example coal, petroleum, etc., or any device in which the energy is stored in the form of chemical energy, for example a battery, that is known as chemical energy. And the next one is hydro energy. We know that hydro means water, so that means the energy obtained from fast moving water is known as hydro energy. See, here we have given steam to the turbine. Instead of steam, if we will give a fast moving water, then also the turbine will rotate, and then with the help of electric generator we can produce again electricity. So similarly, the electricity is produced in a hydro power plant. Next is electrical energy. That means we know that electricity or electric current is produced due to movement of electrons or ions. That is known as electrical energy. For example, an electric cell give electrical energy to the electric device, and because of which the electric device works. And next one is nuclear energy. That means the energy obtained from nucleus of an atom is known as nuclear energy. And in previous class we have studied two terms related with it, that is nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. Nuclear fission means when a heavy nuclei is split into two or more nucleus, nucleus, that is known as nuclear fission, and when two or more smaller nuclei combine to form a heavy nucleus, that is known as nuclear fusion. And here in the nuclear reaction, the sum of masses of reactants is not equal to sum of masses of product. That means the sum of masses of product is always less than the sum of masses of reactant. That means some amount of mass has lost here, and that lost amount of mass is converted into energy according to Einstein equation. That means here del m is change in the mass or loss in the mass, and c is the speed of light in vacuum, that is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. So del m means, suppose before reaction we measured and added all the masses of reactants. That means suppose it came 83.95 AMU, and when we measured it again after forming of the product, it was 83.20 AMU. That means some amount of mass has been lost. So here this del m is this loss in the mass, and c is the speed of light. Square means square of 3 into 10 raised to power 8. So this much amount of energy we can obtain from here. That means Einstein said that energy can be converted into matter, and matter can be converted into energy. About this we will study in detail in radioactivity. Right now we have to remember only this much, that for the energy obtained from nucleus is known as nuclear energy. It is of two types, fission and fusion. Now our next form of energy is geothermal energy. Geo means earth and thermal means heat. That means geo means earth and thermal means heat. That means when under earth crust, when the rocks or any another material break down or disintegrates, then some amount of heat is released there, and sometimes this amount of heat is sufficient to heat the underground water present there. So it can come out in the form of hot spring, or it can be drilled in the form of steam by drilling the wells, as we are taking out the natural gas. In the similar way, we can drill this steam out, and then that steam is used to again rotate the turbine, and with the help of electric generator we can produce electricity. And the next one is wind energy. In last class we have studied about windmill and wind energy. That means the energy obtained due to fast moving air is known as wind energy. Same way, the fast moving air will rotate the blades of the turbine, and then with the help of the generator we can produce electricity. Same process, that is known as wind energy. And the next one is sound energy. In 9th class we had one full chapter on sound, and here also we have one full chapter on sound. But right now we know that sound can be produced with the help of vibrations. That means the body has to vibrate, only in that condition sounds can be produced. That means the energy possessed by a body due to its vibration is known as sound energy. The next form of energy is magnetic energy. That means the energy present due to magnet is known as magnetic energy. That can be repulsion between same type of poles, and that can be attraction between different types of poles, or that can be attraction towards its magnetic material. All these properties this magnet possesses, this is stored in the form of the magnetic energy and known as magnetic energy. And the last one given is mechanical energy. We have studied about it very well. It is the energy possessed by a body due to state of rest or motion, and we know that it is of two types, kinetic energy and potential energy. But here in this section we will make the use of kinetic energy, because kinetic energy is the only form of energy, mechanical energy, which can be converted into any other form. So that is about the mechanical energy. Now one table is given in the book for energy conversion. That is very important topic, and every year in board exam either minimum 2 transformations and maximum 4 transformations are asked every year in the board exam. So we have to revise that very well. That we will see in the next class. Okay, one more thing. The students are asking to do about the homework. First of all, you have to make a simple one line notebook. No need of making practical notebook because separately we are having lab manual. So no need of making one more practical notebook. Just to purchase a normal one line copy for physics. Next thing, we will do only the numerical questions. If some important notes are there, that you can do. Otherwise, we will do as a homework, we will do only numerical questions. And in that, we will not write down question. We will only write down answer, but we have to mention question number properly. Otherwise we will make mistake. That means properly we have to mention question number and then we have to do the solution. But I advise you not to change the numbering. That means if you are starting from first question, then 1 2 3 4 5 6, don't change the numbering. If you have any doubt, then leave some space for that. Maximum half page is enough. One question of physics you can solve in half page. So that means don't change the numbers of the question number. If you have doubt, leave some space and start the next question. Thank you.